Hi traders, we're back with Bank Debinaries ahead of the week report, covering the world's major investment events. Let's start with our trading tip question. What are the trends to look for in early 2017? Stay tuned for the answer later in the clip. We have two market events of the week on Thursday with interest rate decisions from the Bank of England and the Federal Reserve. The Brexit is still hanging over the UK's economy and monetary policy, so this event is expected to impact the GBP. The Fed's widely expected to raise its key rates before the end of the year, so the USD and gold are in the spotlight. China and the CNY are in focus on Monday, December the 12th, when the foreign direct investment results for November are announced during the Asian session. Now that the Federal Reserve looks likely to raise US interest rates soon, it's significant to see whether investment in China goes up or down compared to the previous figure of 4.2%. On Tuesday, December the 13th, the GBP is on the front line with the release of the UK's Consumer Price Index for November at 0.930. Inflation was previously at the level of 0.1% on a monthly basis, and the new results may impact the pound sterling. Retail sales for November are the headline in the US at 13.30 on Wednesday, December the 14th. Previously at the level of 0.8%, traders are looking for any signals of economic strength, reinforcing their expectations that the Federal Reserve will raise interest rates before the end of the year. The USD is likely to move during this event, depending on the latest results. Thursday, December 15th brings our first trading event of the week at 12 o'clock, when the Bank of England announces its interest rate decision, with an expected impact on the GBP. The BOE is playing a waiting game with the Brexit circumstances and maintaining its key rate at record low 0.25%. However, any surprises in monetary policy could impact the GBP on Thursday. Later in the day, at 1900 hours, the Federal Reserve announces its rate decision. With expectations banking on a higher interest rate and expected impact on the USD and gold, will the Fed finally move upwards from 0.5%? This is a highly anticipated market event. Inflation in the Eurozone takes up the market's attention on Friday, December the 16th, when CPI for November is announced at 10 o'clock. Previously at the level of 0.6% on a monthly basis, inflation is a core economic trend that says a lot about spending power and growth, so it's likely to affect the euro. Next up are the key economic trends. Crude oil prices took a downturn after the recent rally above $50 per barrel as the markets wait and see whether OPEC's new supply cuts will have a real effect on demand. It seems that the fundamental oversupply is coming back into play and traders aren't entirely convinced at this stage. Gold has started inching up after bottoming out at 1,170 USD per ounce. It remains to be seen if this trend has any strength. The USD has dominated its rivals in the wake of Donald Trump's election victory, and this trend could continue if the Fed acts this month. The euro and the GBP is still volatile, with sporadic spurts of strength that soon relapse into weakness versus the USD. Will these trends continue into 2017? Well, this takes us to our trading tip of the week. What are the trends to look for in early 2017? There are several trends we're looking for in early 2017, including crude oil prices continuing to seek strength and gold being on standby just in case concerns over global growth or political uncertainty re-emerge. Given the US's stronger economic performance, its currency is expected to keep strengthening versus its rivals. That's it for this week's market events. We'll be back next week with more highlights and trading tips. Bank Debinaries on Facebook. Follow us for daily updates and expert articles about the international markets. Follow us on Twitter by searching for #TraderTip and check our economic calendar for more events. Thanks for watching. See you next week.